how do you find comfort in discomfort?
So I think to embrace it. When I was very junior, it gave me a lot of anxiety. I was constantly thinking, should I say this? Shouldn't I say this? And I think with support from my leadership and um, taking the opportunities in a comfortable environment, like starting to speak. So when I started, I'm going to backtrack a bit.
Mm.
But when I started in the law firm, I was terrified of speaking to people. As a lawyer, I mean, people expect you to speak. I wouldn't even greet people because I was scared that I would bother them. And my director actually came to me and he was like, "You didn't greet me this morning. What's wrong?" And then I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't want to bother you." And then he said, "No, come every day, greet me, ask me about my dog. I don't have a dog, but I want you to communicate." He
Mm.
started pushing me to like speak with directors, and because I'm someone who, if you give me a task, I want to complete it. It pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I eventually am one of the one of the talkative ones in our team. So I think sometimes that push is something that all of us need, and I thankfully got that push from someone that was very supportive. So coming out of that, my comfort zone was really the nudge from my director all those years ago.
And I think that's one thing I'm also taking from journeys is learning from someone else's experience. So if
Mm,
you now see someone in your environment that's not very talkative in this scenario now, then encourage them to do that. We actually
mm,
currently have a girl in our audit team that is like completely, she doesn't even want to go out or walk with the
mm.
team or anything. But yeah, it's always just encouraging them and yeah, learning from it and taking everyone on the journey with you.
Definitely.
Um,
I think I'm also mentoring someone who's very scared of like speaking in client sessions and facilitating them. And what we've started doing is preparing in a safe space. Let's prepare,
yes.
let's see what the gaps in your understanding might be. Let's look at potential questions you can be asked. And then when you feel more prepared and like you can tackle something, even if you don't know, how do you respond to not knowing? How do you get back on certain things? So like just those little tips and tricks boost your confidence in a session as well. So I think those are some of the learnings that I like to pass on.